Okay, I already did a camera test, or a real-world camera test of the Nokia 9 back when it came out, but I held off on doing like a battery test, like a complete real-world test, because H&B and Nokia told me that there was an update that was coming. They told most of us there was an update that was coming that would improve a lot of things, and so we should have waited. Well, time went by and didn't end up doing the video, but now I have that update and then a bunch more. So now I think it's time. Let's do finally the full real world test. I'm gonna use the camera, and it should have been updated a little bit as well. So I'll compare that to other flagships while we're running around, but also just gonna kind of spend my normal day and see how the battery does, tell you about some of the things that maybe have changed with the update or things that aren't any different, etc. First, coffee.
Now while we wait for my latte to be made though, quick shout out to Lolly for sponsoring this video. Lolly is a simple, easy to use plugin that you can install on Chrome for free, and every time you shop at over 500 plus brands, ones that you've definitely heard of by the way, you'll get up to 30% back in Bitcoin. All you have to do is activate the deal when on any of their participating retailer sites, and then just shop as you normally would. After you check out, you'll end up with getting Bitcoin in your own encrypted Lolly wallet. Boom, done. Again, it's totally free, so go try it out at the link below.
We get done working at the coffee shop. It is now 10:45, give or take, and the phone is at 76%. I took it off its charger at about 7:30 in the morning this morning. By the way, I probably should mention, I'm in Taipei for Computex. Okay, so first up, can we talk about the fingerprint reader? Because it hasn't improved. It's still not great. It takes quite a while, and you have to push your finger on there really hard for it to work. Same as it was before, though, so whatever. It's 2:30, and now I think it's time for lunch. I'm gonna go a place that a friend recommended here that's actually Tibetan food. But really quick, let's check on the battery. It's 236 to be exact. And we are at 61%. I'm actually now at the Sun Yat-sen Memorial, getting a little culture on. It's kind of raining on and off, so it's something I can do inside. It's actually quite interesting though. But really quick, take this moment to talk about the camera, because one of the things that was supposed to be updated in this update is the processing time when you take a photo. Now it's just kind of known that the Nokia 9, because it has those 5 cameras on the back and they're all taking the photo at the same time, the processor in there is actually meant to only handle 3, so there's actually a piece that Light made, the company that helped Nokia make these cameras, that's actually sitting in between that to take the 5 cameras, boil them down to 3, and then the chips that can handle it, etc. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and so it takes a long time to process each of these photos. That is supposed to have been sped up. If it is, I can't tell. To me, it still seems to take a long time, as it always has. The one thing that I do like though, and the one thing that I kind of forgive it with to some degree at least, is the fact that once the photo is done processing, it looks really good. The only time this really becomes a big issue is if I'm like trying to take a photo of something really quick to just send to someone. I have to kind of sit there and wait. I go into the app, it's not there, it's black, and then finally shows up, etc., etc. It's kind of annoying in that way. MJ, Chai, Gadget Match. We're gonna go head to a night market and grab a beer. We made a little detour to meet a friend of MJ's and Nicole's, another friend of ours, who happens to live on this roof, which is crazy. That's his house. Yeah, And then there's just this entire roof that he just kind of hangs out on, and it's just his. He has like a lovely garden. I'll show you. It's crazy to me that places like this exist. But really quick, while we're here, we've got a moment. Let's check on the battery. It is 6:47 p.m. and we are at 30%. Okay, and that's that. It is now 9:42 p.m. We are at 9%. Also, we're at 9% with about a little under 4 hours of screen on time and 14 hours since we took it off the charger at 7 a.m. this morning. Now, one thing I have to correct really quick is the fact that I mentioned how the fingerprint sensor didn't really get improved at all. Well, deleted my fingerprints, put them back in, and now better. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's a little faster. So, okay, that was improved a little bit. Now really quick, because some of you guys mentioned this in the last video, here are some raw photos that I edited from it. Now the truth of the matter is that other phones can also shoot in RAW. A lot of times though, they have to be put into Pro mode in order to do that. The one thing I really do like about this phone is that when you do take a photo, the convenience factor is great because you can set it to automatically give you a RAW photo and a JPEG at the same time. And also the JPEG, you can also have it set to automatically give you the option of depth. So it'll put all the depth information into the photo, and then you can, after the fact, either leave it as is and not have any depth in there, portrait mode or whatever, or you can add it, you can move the focus into different things, which is super convenient and gives you a lot of options after you've taken the photo. But there you go. I mean, battery life, not amazing. The photos are great. I think that it does take great photos, and the convenient factors of the convenience factor of having the bokeh mode versus the RAW versus all that other stuff is pretty cool. But the real question becomes, is the cost of this device worth it for the photos when there's a lot of other downsides to the device? And that's something you'll have to decide. There, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this, the phone, etc., the test, all that fun stuff. Love to hear from you. Also, if you like this video, please thumbs up or share it. It's greatly appreciated. Also, subscribe to the channel and ding the bell next to the word subscribe so you get notified when I do new videos. And if you click the link in the description, there is an email newsletter that I send out once a week. It has all the videos on here, plus tips and tricks and other things that don't necessarily make it here to video. As always, though, regardless, thanks for watching.